Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Arsenal are gearing up for their Premier League clash against Leeds United this weekend, fresh off a hard-fought victory over Manchester United. Despite not being at their sparkling best at Old Trafford, the Gunners managed to nick all 3 points and return to London in high spirits. Mikel Arteta will be keen for his side to up their game in their first home match, but the team may be grappling with a significant injury blow. Here's the latest news and transfer tittle-tattle swirling around the Emirates Stadium. The Gunners are reportedly on the hunt for a new striker as concerns mount over Kai Havertz, who is undergoing tests for a knee injury picked up in training, according to Sky Sports. The German's potential absence could be a bitter pill, prompting Arsenal to consider a move for Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson, who could be snapped up for around £60 million this summer, per Team Talk. Meanwhile, defender Jakub Kiwior is said to be miffed at his lack of game time and is eyeing the exit door, with FC Porto keeping tabs on the disgruntled Pole, as per Ojogo. On a brighter note, Martin Odegaard and Arteta have been singing the praises of new signing Martin Zubimendi, whose pre-season flair and clever passing have added a fresh dimension to the squad. Thomas Frank speaks out on Eberechi Eze transfer to Arsenal. In a proper turn-up for the books, Arsenal are gearing up to nick Crystal Palace's starman, Eberechi Eze, right from under the noses of their bitter rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, in what could be the most audacious move of the 2025 Premier League summer transfer window. The 27-year-old attacking midfielder has been the talk of the town, smashing in 14 goals and serving up 11 assists in 43 appearances for Palace last season, including a cracking winner in the FA Cup final against Manchester City. With his contract sorted until 2027, Palace are holding all the aces, especially since Eze's £68 million release clause is said to have gone out the window earlier this year. Spurs had looked like the frontrunners to bag Eze's signature. With Son Heung-min scarpering off to Los Angeles FC and James Maddison sidelined by a nasty ACL injury, Tottenham's midfield is crying out for a bit of flair. Word on the street is that Spurs offered £55 million with an extra £5 million in add-ons, and chairman Daniel Levy has been having a right old chinwag with Palace's Steve Parish. Eze's ability to play as a number 10 or cut in from the left wing makes him just the ticket for Spurs' hopes of making a splash in next season's Champions League. But Arsenal have come steaming in like a runaway train. Sources reckon the Gunners have agreed a fee close to Palace's £68 million, $92 million asking price, spurred on by the need to patch up their attack after Kai Havertz copped a serious knee injury. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Andrea Berta are pulling out all the stops to beef up their options on the left and in the attacking midfield slot. Eze's boyhood love for Arsenal has been a gooner since he was a nipper and even played in their academy until he was 13 could give them the edge in this tug-of-war. For Arsenal, Eze would be a cracking addition, bringing some much-needed balance to their front line. The left flank, where Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli have been decent but not quite the full ticket, would get a proper boost with Eze's flair and knack for set pieces. His dead ball wizardry would slot right into Arsenal's reputation as set-piece FC, giving Arteta's side a new weapon in their tactical arsenal. Meanwhile, Spurs see Eze as the perfect stand-in for Maddison, with his versatility fitting like a glove in Thomas Frank's 4-3-3 or 5-2-2-1 setups. Tottenham's gaffer, Thomas Frank, weighed in on the transfer buzz. Eberechi Eze is a fantastic player, and we admire his quality. But we're not getting caught up in transfer drama. Our focus is building a competitive squad for the Champions League, and we've got other plans if this doesn't work out, Frank said in a press conference ahead of Spurs' Europa League clash. His comments suggest Spurs are keeping their powder dry, but losing Eze would be a right kick in the teeth for their ambitions. Arsenal's path to sealing the deal isn't all plain sailing, mind. They're scrambling to flog players like Trossard, Fabio Vieira, and Reiss Nelson to stay on the right side of financial fair play rules. If those sales don't come off quick, the Gunners could find themselves in a pickle funding Eze transfer. Spurs, on the other hand, have the lure of Champions League football in their corner, though their bid falls short of Palace's valuation, which could leave them high and dry. Crystal Palace, bracing for Eze's potential exit, are already eyeing replacements. Names like Leicester's Bilal El-Khanis and Club Brugge's Christos Solis are doing the rounds as Oliver Glasner looks to fill the gaping hole Eze would leave. But let's be honest, replacing a player of Eze's caliber, especially after Palace missed out on Europa League qualification, is easier said than done. If Arsenal pull this off, it'll be a proper slap in the face for Spurs, not just for losing their top target but for the sheer bragging rights in the North London rivalry. Landing Eze would send Arsenal fans into a frenzy and cement their status as a force to be reckoned with in the Premier League. For Spurs, missing out could pile the pressure on Daniel Levy, who's already taken flack for being a bit slow off the mark in the transfer market. This Eze saga is pure transfer window theatre, fast, fierce, and full of drama. Whether it's Arsenal or Tottenham who come out on top, the winner will be getting a player who can proper change the game in the 2025-26 season. The clock's ticking, and all eyes are on who'll clinch this blockbuster deal. Arsenal reap rewards at Old Trafford with hard-fought victory. Arsenal kicked off the new Premier League campaign with a gritty win against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday, bagging 3 crucial points. The Gunners had to dig deep to secure the victory, with Ricardo Calafiore's first-half strike proving the difference in a tightly contested match. It was a performance that showcased Arsenal's resilience, setting a positive tone for the season ahead. Victor Gyökeres faces scrutiny after £55 million move. The spotlight has turned to Arsenal's new signing, Victor Gyökeres, following his £55 million transfer from Sporting CP earlier this month. The 27-year-old Swedish international, who netted over 50 goals across all competitions last season, helped Sporting secure a domestic double for the first time in over 2 decades. However, his display against United drew some criticism, with pundits questioning whether he can adapt to the Premier League's intensity. Matt Le Tissier backs Gyökeres to shine. Former Southampton and England midfielder Matt Le Tissier has thrown his weight behind Gyökeres, tipping the striker to thrive at Arsenal. Speaking to Football Insider the 56-year-old, who scored over 100 goals for Southampton in his playing days, expressed confidence in the Swede's ability to make an impact. Arsenal have been crying out for a proper centre-forward, and Gyökeres fits the bill, Le Tissier remarked, pointing to the player's impressive goal-scoring record in Portugal. A wise investment for Arsenal? Le Tissier's endorsement carries weight, as he believes Gyökeres' signing addresses a long-standing need for a reliable goalscorer at Arsenal. His record over the past few seasons speaks for itself, Le Tissier added. If he can replicate even half of that form, the £55 million will be money well spent. The former midfielder urged fans to be patient, insisting it's too early to judge Gyökeres based on a single outing in the Premier League. Early days for Gyökeres. Echoing Le Tissier's sentiments, Football Insider noted that it's premature to pass verdict on Gyökeres after just 1 match. His prolific form in Portugal, where he consistently found the back of the net, suggests he has the potential to be a game-changer for Arsenal. If Mikel Arteta's side can harness his talents, the hefty transfer fee could prove to be a bargain in the long run. Arsenal eye Eberechi Eze in ambitious move. In other transfer news, Arsenal are reportedly exploring a move for Crystal Palace's star midfielder Eberechi Eze. According to the Independent the Gunners are keen to lure the England international away from their London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, who are also in the race. To sweeten the deal, Arsenal are prepared to include defender Jakub Kiwior as part of a potential swap arrangement. Kiwior's role in the Eze chase. Kiwior, signed from Spezia for £20 million in January 2023, could be the key to unlocking Eze's transfer. The Polish international has struggled to cement a regular spot in Arsenal's backline, and the club sees an opportunity to use him as a bargaining chip. With Crystal Palace potentially losing Marc Guéhi to Liverpool before the transfer window closes, Kiwior could bolster their defensive ranks. A deal that makes sense. Mikel Arteta's squad boasts a robust defensive unit, and offloading Kiwior to secure a talent like Eze would be a coup. For Palace, acquiring a proven defender in Kiwior could soften the blow of losing key players, making the deal a win-win for both clubs. A bright future for Arsenal? As Arsenal look to build on their opening day triumph, the additions of Gyökeres and potentially Eze signal their ambition to compete at the highest level. With Le Tissier's backing and a strategic approach to the transfer market, the Gunners are shaping up to be a formidable force. If these moves pay off, Arsenal fans could be in for an exciting season at the Emirates. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!